in the central store, which is called domain, correct? Before
Yes.
you starting up the backup of the domain controller. Is
Yes.
it, or it is different one?
The domain controller or another domain controller?
No. Another domain, forget about. You are talking about one domain. How many domain controllers are there?
Within that one domain, I have 4. I have
How
the
much? 4
domain.
domain controller, correct?
Yes.
And how many sites are there?
I have, I think about 4 sites.
Okay, 4 sites. Each site, how many domain controller?
One site or one domain controller per site.
Okay, you have that is in. Okay, complete all the video sessions. Batch 13, Windows Server, DFS, WSS topics are missing. These topics will be covered. The DFS, yeah, I'll take you. Will WSS, I'll tell you that is in. Okay, this 15 I will not miss. Okay, no worries. Yeah, so basically, you have a 4 site, and for each site you have one domain controller, correct?
Yes.
Okay, all the domain controllers will verify the applications correctly, correct?
Yes.
And it should be working fine. You have seen that gpmc.msc, and you've seen that is in earlier it was retrieved from centrally, or you did it for the retrieve centrally? Earlier it was local or central? Earlier
Central.
it was there, the policy definition folder you have checked under the domain, right?
Yes.
Right. So now what is your question? It's a slowness.
Yes.
Okay, slowness of only 4 domain controller, it should not be a slowness. Actually, I don't know that. Maybe your network bandwidth, network connectivity, it should not be having only 4 domain controller. Of what you are restoring of the domain controller. What you are activity doing here? What activity you are doing for this slowness?
What did I want?
What is the activity you are doing for the slowness?
For the slowness?
Huh?
I'm not getting the question here.
No, you said there is a slowness, right? For the other side domain controller. There will be some hung and something you said, right? For what activity you are doing?
Yeah, so when I try to set up a new group policy on another domain controller from a different site.
Should not be, right? It should not be. Can you share a screen, or can you do it? Let's wait for today topic will complete, and you just connect with me. For the 15 minutes we'll check it for
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So anyone has any questions before we talk about this policy backup and restore, and how to check the group policy result? You might know this, how to restore the policy.
Yes, Neil, I have the question.
Tell me, sir.
Sorry, not a question, that doubt and clarification. So regarding the enforcement and block inheritance.
Okay. So
I still have some confusions, or to get clarification, so that I can prepare it for the interview point of view.
Okay.
So
Inheritance.
yes, in block inheritance and enforcing. So like for example, if for one particular OU like CHN, when we apply multiple group policies based on the domain level, uh, and for that OU level, so if we applying newly applying for like wallpaper, or else the control panel restriction, tell me some other example, easy example, to understand better, so that I will make a note and in future. Yeah.
Okay. So no worries. Simple understanding the logic. First, what is enforcing? Okay. Enforcing is with the moment you do the policy enforcing, it will be changing to the lock symbol.
Okay.
You would be able to, after seeing this lock symbol, you can think about this policy was enforced.
Okay.
Okay. So what is going to do this enforcing? Now you have the domain
Yes.
and policy 123 settings ABCD linked policy, correct, to domain. Now OU policy name is 23456 setting ABCD same setting linked to OU. Now when you check the result, now policy applied to user configuration. Okay. Now user is already belongs to domain and OU. So when you check the policy result, now tell me, when you check the policy result, this user should get, the policy should get from where, from which place?
From
It's
the
from
OU.
domain or OU.
Yeah, that is the confusion.
Remember default you have not enforced down. Default there is a hierarchy.
Okay.
LSDOU default. If the same settings applied by default, it will look into the local policy. If the same setting applied to the site policy will override. Site policy will override. Remember.
Okay.
It will tell you that is in this policy is coming is site level, and the same policy you applied in a domain. Now the domain policy will override. Now the same settings is coming to OU level. What's happening here now? This scenario. Now the policy should get from where? It should get from
OU.
Correct. Because overrated.
Okay.
Right?
So final result will be whatever policy applied in the OU, that will be work.
It will tell you that policy is coming from the OU level.
Okay.
By default, there is a overwritten process is there.
Okay.
Right? OU level policy will overwrite it. This is a default process.
Okay.
Now think about certain policy should come from the domain level.
Okay.
As per the audit, as per the policy governance, they tell you it should not come from the OU level. Those policies should come to the domain level only.
Okay.
Now, since this policy is already linked to the domain, and another administrator also created a policy and linked to the OU, but when we checked this result, it should show that it is OU level. Obviously, it's overwritten. But due to the audit and the security concern, policy governance, it will tell you these are the policies should comes under from the domain. So such requirement, what you need to do, you have to enforce the policy. The moment to policy enforced, even though you have a same setting, it will not overwrite.
Okay.
Remember, now you override the policy link the domain. No matter if the administrator created the same setting and linked to the OU, when you check the policy result, it will tell you this is enforced. I will not overwrite it. I will take from the top level policy result only. If you enforce, policy will not overwrite. Simple. And you must check that is in whichever policy which is enforced. Think about what is the definition of the enforce. Enforce means if cannot, other people cannot be, even though they cannot, they created the same setting,
Yeah.
If they created same setting for the OU level,
it will not get
it will
override.
not overwrite it. That's it. That is the definition of the enforcing.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes. And for the block inheritance.
Block inheritance. Block inheritance, what is happening here? Now you have that is in domain policy, you have the OU policy, you have first level OU, second level OU. Think about, you have that third level OU also, your policy linked. Here also policy linked. Correct?
Yes.
And first level OU also have a policy linked. And second level also policy linked. Now remember, policy block inheritance cannot be done on policy. It will be done on OU level.
Okay.
And now think about, if you done here third level, if you done for this OU block inheritance, if you done for here block inheritance, the moment you done it block inheritance, it will become for the blue color exclamation symbol. It will come blue color exclamatory, this one. And what is the meaning of this? It will block inheritance from the top level, whatever coming domain level policy, first level policy, second level policy, everything is blocked. Only policy will take your third level OU policy linked. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. It will only take you third level OU whatever policy linked. It will not take you, it is everything is a block. That is called as a block inheritance. Inheritance means what? Hierarchy.
Okay. That only applicable for the OU level, not for
Correct.
the domain based.
No, domain, if you cannot make a block inheritance for domain.
Okay.
The only block inheritance make it OU level only. That's all.
Okay.
And block inheritance cannot be done on policy level.
Okay.
Block inheritance can be done only OU level.
Okay.
So whenever you want to have a decommission or something, outdated policy was there, you don't want to apply that, you don't want to bring that to OU level,
Got it.
you should block inherited. It will not apply for the any other further policies.
Thanks.
Clear?
Thanks. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Thanks.
So
Got it.
let's move on to the policy backup. How to take the policy backup?